Right.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
so
So
can we get rules in first? You guys got rules, or should I
yeah,
steal
no,
steal them
I'm
for
I'm
you?
uh I'm I'm gonna just spitball some rules, and you tell me what you do and don't agree with.
All right.
All right, cool. So 5 minutes burden of proof, 5 minutes burden of rejoinder.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
Uh, okay. No fallacy limit.
Okay, W.
Okay. So all right, so we have no fallacy limit. Standard battle assumption.
SBA. Yeah. You mean versus Battle Wiki's SBA, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And speed of versus battle wiki for the tiering system.
Yep. And can we do superhero for hacks?
Superpower for
No,
hacks,
wait,
you
it's
mean?
superpower. That's what I meant. Superpower.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
so with that
see.
being said, I think we can go into premises now.
All right. Okay. Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead and state your premise.
All right. Comp Doomslayer would be in SBA Sora in a fight. Any contentions?
I mean, I do have contentions, but we're gonna establish those contentions within the debate. I don't think we're
All right.
establishing
Sure. Sure.
right
Sure.
now.
It was just a quick goon test. All right. You go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're not about to hit me with that stupid premise trap. Anyways, uh, that's Light's premise trap. I see that premise trap all the time.
All right. Go ahead. Your premise.
My premise is just as simply Sora outscales Doomslayer.
All right.
Cool. So, do you want to scale first?
All right. So, as we said, Comp Doomslayer is every licensed version. So I'm going to be using Ultra Mega Super Duper Doomslayer.
Go
And
ahead and prove that
basically
that's.
his hack,
Go ahead and prove that that's licensed by Bethesda.
who said it has to be licensed by Bethesda? We just said we have to be licensed.
Yeah, licensed, as in the licensed by the people that own them. We agreed that copyright is a form of licensing, so you have to copyright that version. So go ahead and prove that that's
Okay, you want
licensed.
me to copyright that version? All
You
right,
want? I
every
want.
few.
I want you to copyright that version. No, I want you to prove
All
that
right,
Bethesda has the copyright to that version.
all right, sure. Okay,
Also,
I just
by
shared
the way,
this story that I made for Ultra Doomslayer with Bethesda, and I gave them
but
full CCO over it. So they
also
have
All
putting
right,
that
go
content
ahead
over
and
it, and so do I.
prove that.
um,
Go ahead and prove
Do you
that.
want me to show you the email?
Yeah, go ahead and go ahead and prove that. Yeah, go ahead, show and
One sec.
show that Bethesda actually proved that, like, actually being a part of like their like copyright.
They can't deny it.
What do you mean they can't
And
deny
why
it?
would I? Also, I have another question. Why would I need to prove that?
Why would you need to prove that? Because we're talking about copyrighted versions. We're talking about
And
copyrighted
yeah,
versions.
we said that any copyright is a type form of licensing.
Yeah, types form licensing. We're talking about something that Bethesda owns.
Yeah, and I can make my own version of it and it'll still be copyrighted.
I mean, you can make your own version of it, but you can't copyright it since it's a fan interpretation.
No, that's not true. Any work of fiction or any work is automatically copyrighted.
No, because there are such things like the public domain.
Public domain, yeah, but this isn't in the public domain yet.
Well, it kind of has to be since it's a fan interpretation. You can't copyright
No.
that, otherwise you would have to be dealing with Bethesda.
Okay, well, I have a question for you. To counteract that, can I use an example?
Go ahead and use an
Hey,
example.
yo, I mean, I'll stand by anything that any of the actors said in this, but just so you know what Spider-Man Lotus is?
No, what is that?
It's okay, good. It's a fan movie of Spider-Man, alright? It's still fully copyrighted, still has everything, even though it's using characters and stories from Marvel, it's still their own copyrighted. I forgot who made Spider-Man Lotus, I think it was Spider-Man Lotus
it's a recent
creators. It
animation
was,
where 2099 like slams
yeah.
Miles and something around.
All right. Well, all right. Well, the whole thing with that is that you would have to prove that they actually own the copyright to Spider-Man.
Who? No, I have to prove that they own that version of Spider-Man.
No, you have to prove that they own the copyright to Spider-Man, because unless you could prove they actually own the rights to Spider-Man, that can't be a copyrighted version legally.
No, that's just not true. Any work of fiction is automatically copyrighted.
Not stuff that's in the public domain, which fan interpretations fall under.
Can you prove that fan interpretations fall under public domain?
Sure, it's kind of self-evident, being that those are already copyrighted things. If you try to take the likeness of someone without the original permission and try to copyright it, then you get sued.
Okay, you can't get sued over something that you made. If you're
I mean-
you're thinking if they listen.
No.
You need to be
Hold on,
making
because
money off of
hold
it.
on, wait.
There would be no premise for suit.
What happened?
But that's kind of off topic.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
Wait, what'd you say?
I just said that you would not have to prove. You would not need. You would not go. You would not be able to be sued. But I don't know why this is a kind of off topic. I don't know why you brought it up. But you
No,
cannot be sued.
because
for
hold on,
saying you're not.
because he's still trying to copyright something with Spider-Man's likeness without the permission of Marvel. He can't do that.
Spider-Man. Sorry, you said Spider-Man's what?
Likeness without Marvel's permission.
It's a form of Spider. It's their version
Yeah.
of Spider-Man. It's
Their
not
version of
Marvel's.
Spider-Man, so it can't be copyrighted.
It can be copyrighted. Any work of fiction
Yeah.
is copyrighted.
No, because
circular.
again, one, there's stuff in the public domain that doesn't belong to copyright. Fan interpretations are included in that. Number
You
two,
haven't proved that yet.
it's okay.
Can you show
like I
me a
said,
statement or
I
something that
gave you,
shows
I
the
gave you
public?
reasoning. Hold on, I gave you reasoning. Reasoning is evidence, and evidence is reasoning.
Okay, and what was your reasoning again?
The reasoning was that since they are already copyrighted characters, the copyright prevents them from actually being able to legally take something and actually copyright it without the permission of the original owners. That's how copyright works.
That's not how copyright works. So you're saying
That
anything
is
that's
how
in
copyright
copyright
works.
is in
Okay,
public domain?
if I make a version of Sora and I try to copyright that Sora, then that means that I would have that means that then I sorry, all over the place.
Yeah,
If I try to make my own version of Sora and get that version copyrighted, I literally cannot do that because Sora is already a copyrighted character. I do not have the rights to Sora, therefore I cannot copyright my version of Sora.
Yeah, you don't have that. Go ahead, were you gonna finish or are you done?
Yeah, I don't have the rights to Sora as a character.
Yeah, but you have the rights to that version of Sora.
All right, so you don't. All right, so your version of Doomslayer, right? We're not going to
Yeah.
factor that in here because it's not Bethesda's copyrighted version.
But we said it has to be any form of licensing.
Yeah, any form of licensing from Bethesda.
We didn't agree to that. We agreed to any form of licensing.
It's kind of self-evident that when you agree to a form of licensing, you agree to the licensing that was created by that company.
That is not self-evident, and that's
That
even
is
if it is,
self-evident.
it's subjective.
What happened?
It's not self-evident.
How is it not self-evident?
What would be self-evident if we said any licensing from Bethesda, but we just said any licensing.
No, it doesn't matter because any licensing has to come from Bethesda if it comes to Doomslayer because they made Doomslayer and they own the copyright to Doomslayer.
Yeah, they own their version. They don't own the copyright.
No,
to
they own the official version of Doomslayer. Yes.
Okay, and do they not own the other versions of Doomslayer that fall under copyright?
Yes, because it's their character.
They do?
Yes, it's their character.
So then they do have a version, so that any Doomslayer version I make is still owned under Bethesda.
Go ahead and prove that. Go ahead and prove that.
You just said we just agreed to it.
No, we didn't agree to it because you still
You
have to
just
prove
said-
that Bethesda. Hold on, no. You have to prove that Bethesda approved of your copyrighted version of Doomslayer. Go ahead.
Why would I have to? Why would they have to approve of it?
Why would they have to approve it? Because at the end of the day, you're still trying to make their character with the copyright of their likeness of their character. So go ahead and prove that they approved of the copyright for your character. Otherwise, we can go to judges because it's kind of going circular.
It is kind of going circular. Can we go to judges?
Sure. Go ahead and who do you think won K7? I don't think we need to give conclusions. This point's kind of obvious.
Honestly, because that was my only argument. Again, I was just testing this out.
Yeah, it's a pretty stupid argument.
It worked against Matt. I'm just saying that though.
It did work against
Matt's
Cordell.
dumb.
Amen, bro. Amen. He's my baby girl. Bro.
Ew, Matt Cordell. Ew.
Matt K7, who do you think won this point?
Matt
Okay,
Cordell
okay,
is the
so
worst
you got-
debater I've ever seen.
Bro, K7, you should just make them win this point. So okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, I think Keyblade won this point. Sorry, Martin.
All right, that's the only point I had. All right, then I'll just concede. GG, bet. All right, you're fun.